Hello, welcome back. Last time I collected 6 red dots in a very exciting section that I enjoyed a whole lot. This part was fantastic. So I kind of want to go back to my quest to get past the eyeball who was looking at me somewhere over in like this area. I think actually it was this screen, wasn't it? No, this is where the sacrifice altar is. The eyeball was higher up and farther over. It was just prior to the hive. Oh, hello, eyeball. Well, you're not the eyeball I was thinking about. Hold on, you have... Are you reacting to something I'm doing, or are you just flipping out on your own? Whoa. I'm going to stand here for a second and see if it just does that on its own, or if it is in some way responding to my movement. I think it's in some way responding to my movement. No glitching is happening if I'm not moving around. What's causing that? Are you showing me something I can use? It's like when I... Sometimes it's when I land hard. Sometimes it's when a sound starts. What is your... How do you work? And why do I have this terminal? When was I here before? Okay, I feel like I need to understand the properties of these strange creatures. It's like when I go through a... Oh, hey, this is where I got my first qubit, isn't it? Like, first ever. This was from ages ago. Oh, it's just here? I never returned to that spot? Okay. Yeah, I just never went back through here. So... Okay, that one below me did its little color glitch thing without me moving at all. Okay, they just do that. Got it. Alright, so it is not in response to my actions. Having 2 on screen at a time made that clearer. Okay, so I got my first qubit down below here. The area I'm trying to reach is also kind of down below here, isn't it? Yeah, this is the right general area. If this is the eyeball zone, then yeah, there's a qubit down there. The eyeball I'm trying to bypass is right. No, this is where the sacrifice altar is. What? I keep ending up here when I'm trying to be in the other place, but I also want to be there. Both are of some interest to me. There's a black hole. That's the first one-way black hole. That takes me up back to the eyeball here. Well, not quite where I thought, but that's fine. Yeah, so there's a qubit challenge down there, I know. I don't know if I knew about red at this point in the game. This was very early. Again, this was the very first qubit I got, as I recall. So I probably wouldn't have known how to do this back then. I likely have never been here. Okay. So this will likely be a new screen. Yes! Unactivated terminal. A switch? Hello. Whoa! Passage opened. Okay. Cool. Alright, well I found what I was looking for, not in the place I thought I wanted to look, but I accidentally came to the right place instead. Alright, so yeah, this is something I could have done so long ago. Also, I want to go up above here and see what that is. Yeah, I happened to come here before I learned about red speed and then somehow managed to never ever come back after I learned about it. Alright, so I think it's pretty clear what I need to do here. Yep, platforming in the dark while moving fast. Exciting. Okay, for a second I thought that was a little piece of weird space, but I think it's actually not. So what I want to do is get up here, hold on to that. Okay, can I do it like this? Maybe. Ooh, iffy. That should be enough. It was. Okay. That should be enough. I lost it, but maybe that's okay. I probably will also want to continue past this, but this is one thing I'm going to do. Okay, so there's a right. I'm taking the left. I say the opposite direction is what I'm doing. There's a left. I'm taking the right. One tile. One tile ceiling. My nemesis. What? Yup. Okay. Right. As platforming challenges go, this is very tame compared to what I'm used to, but it's not nothing. Nothing is. Nothing is nothing. Alright, blue cubit, and there's a hidden passage there to get a second one on the other side. Great. Okay, so you probably want this. Here I do want to bunk my head. Gently. Here I want some speed. Whoa! Okay, I made it. Oh! I messed up. Alright, that's fine. I think the death animation is slightly longer if cubits are flying out of me to really see what I'm losing. Ah! Man, this, just hitting that threshold, it's a very small window. Never stops being an issue. Hwah! I think I could potentially learn for it to stop being an issue, so I'm looking a little more close at, whoops, like the exact pixel of my body that is visible when I'm pressing the jump button. Like I'm thinking of the last, so here, I want the wall to be with that slice of my body. So the leftmost slice of red, I want to be here. So that alignment is when I'm pressing the jump button now. That's how I'm thinking of it. Okay, there we go. Do another of these and do it either way. That's fine. Kind of doesn't matter if I... Okay, that was lucky because if I had just smashed myself against that wall, I would be dead now. I can jump from here, but I don't think I want to. I'd prefer this. Okay. There. If I don't smash myself against the wall, but instead just gently bump it, that's much safer. Imagine that. Okay, let's go right instead of left, like I said. Conveyor belt that's off. Aha! Does that activate both of the ones like this? There's an up. Oh, there's an up, and it looks like a familiar place. I think, let's see, I need to get... So I can get red without full... Oh, well look, I'm here. Check it out. Yeah! This is everything I was looking for, except... Okay, I'm not on the other side of that yet. I'm simply red here. Okay. Well, this opened up. And yeah, I can't turn it back the other way now. Don't need to... Why is this here? I'm actually not sure. Maybe I can build up red speed to continue this journey, but I can also do that another way. First, let's try blue. Like, if blue's good enough, then don't just decide you have to do the harder thing for no reason. Okay, I think I have a reason to want to do the harder thing. Got it. All right. So I can't see, therefore, I'm just gonna have to judge without my eyes. I can bonk my head safely without... Oh, dang it, really? Why did that... I'm not even sure. Okay. So I can go this way and not lose. I can go this way and not lose. Let's see, I think what I want to do is something like that. Okay. That was super weird, but I just kind of did it. Oh, all of this is super weird, but I'm just kind of doing it. I'm here now. I lost. That's probably okay at this point. I think there's a wall to my right. Yes, good. And I can totally make this jump. I can absolutely make that jump. It'll be a little annoying, but I can do it. Not even annoying. Okay, great. So I think that little bit is emptied out. Yeah, so coming back to an early section with later knowledge will of course result in more prizes. That just makes sense. Okay. Well, good. That was very productive. The part I don't understand is what have I done by turning on a conveyor right here? What have I done by turning on a conveyor right here? Well, I guess what I've done is I have witnessed... Whoa, this one is a little bit slower than the ones in the icy sticky section. So they are different speeds. Got it. What I've done is I've witnessed a switch turning on a conveyor belt, making it extremely clear if I hadn't already decided that that's how this worked, that is how that will work. Still seeking a way to get behind there. I am now going to look for a way behind there. On the left side of the... Wait, right, yeah, there's more to see here. Yes. This will probably go where I want to go. Where would... What did this do? Oh, that disappeared the wall here. Right, okay. I can still see the switch, but it is stuck in its new position. Okay, so I could have just gone and gotten the qubit from that side and only done the challenge one way. But I liked the way that I did it. Okay, so warning here, obviously I'm going to want more speed, probably. This goes down to a place of nasty. This goes up. Yeah, I'm not really going to get enough height. Ah, and it goes to the side. What? Okay, not what I expected. All right, so we got fancy platforms. Can't tell what they're going to do. Just got to ride them to find out. From here I could totally get enough height to get that. I didn't, but I could totally, I think. Especially if I got a little bit of speed here. Easy. Diagonal. Woo, I am surfing. Okay, so here's a pink. I see how to get it. I have to do it on the way back, so I'll get some actual height. Oh, dear. Oh, I'm still surfing. Okay. Okay. Why do I feel like you're going to just slam my head into those at some point, and I have to learn when to jump off? Well, that's probably what's going to happen. Ah, we're still going. Okay, so thanks for the checkpoint. I really want to get on that. All right, checkpoint's activated. Pretty sure I am that I must be on this in order to get the pink thing in the corner on the way back, because I need its upward speed. I would have gotten an anti-boost if I tried to jump off when it was doing this in the other direction. Here, I'll get an actual boost. What? Also, the upward boost... was not needed. Never mind. I could have done this a different way. That's okay. This is how I did it. Okay. So I'll have to do this journey again. That's fine. Where is safe? I found safe. Okay. Okay. That will do. I want to peek at my map for a second and make sure I didn't miss any qubits that are immediately in the area. I did not. Okay. There's some there. That's where I'm headed. Whoops. Wait, I activated a terminal. I can just warp there. Don't have to write. Perfect. Alright, so being looked at, this is the spikiest screen I've ever seen. What do you do? Twin platforms. That's fun. Okay, I think I see how that's going to work. Oh, well, isn't that nice? So they are screen local. They reset when I do that. Got it. So I think I see how this is going to... Okay. 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 Well, you know what? I'll take my the save point you're giving me here, but once again, I want to go back. Am I in trouble? Oh, yeah. And I won't be able to catch those, because as we saw, if they leave the screen, they're done with their thing. By the way, this is where the switch is. I can just tell by the way it looked, and also... Oh, fantastic. This is everything I wanted. Okay. So I have more to do here. I'm not quite done yet. Let's go... Oh no, I'm torn in so many directions. Alright, focus on... Try to finish current things before starting new things. Incredibly hard to do in this game. I want those 2 qubits, and I know how to get them. I just have to ride this all the way up and all the way back down. The back down part is going to be harder than the up part. Yeah, so this explains why that save is on a screen of its own. Very smart, as this entire game is. Just, man, what a masterpiece. I feel like I haven't gushed enough about this, because just every part of this game is so well considered. Just... right, so, okay, there we go. So if I hold this, that should give me just about the right amount of time. Yeah, that's about what I wanted. Okay. And I want to land on you. There we go, perfect. Claim these, deal with the anti-boost, and there we go. Everything I wanted to do. Okay. Welcome to Radar and Warp. Since I already did that elevator ride, I can just shortcut to here. Alright, so I want to be red and I want to go left. Then the next thing I want to do after that is to try to use this conveyor to get full green on the other... Yikes! Conveyors. Okay. Oh, you're going to want me to stay red here. You're absolutely going to want me to stay red. I'm so sure that I'm just going to do it without being told. Wow! The hive is above me. Okay, I know where I am. Oh, hey, I have some green. I have some green. I have some green. I had some green. Uh-oh. Oh, I could have totally... Okay. So if I go with no red... First, let's try with no red, because that's just a lot easier to manage in general. All those little jugglers will send me upward if I wish. Can't see where I'm going. Yeah, I didn't have a place to go. But there's a qubit at the bottom of the hive that I would like to get. There's probably going to be a qubit for keeping red through here, but maybe I can just do whatever task there is to do here without that first. Like, minus the, that optional part. Oh, I bonked my head, and now I'm dead. Yep. We get some nice music, so that's always good. So I'm still not going to get in there because that just is not quite configured to work that way. Is that where I want to be? No. This works fine. Now, getting back from here, I guess I'll just hold my jetpack and... Oh, my particles change color based on the zone. How about that? Okay, either I was unlucky, or I gotta deal with that cycle and go for the right one. Right one's just generally going to be safer anyway. Are you global timer or local to the room? Okay, you were at the bottom. You would not be at the bottom. Yeah, you're local to the room. Got it. Okay. Just like the ones at the bottom showed me once again, masterfully constructed to put that idea in my head in case I needed it later. Easy to get this, just gotta know where it is. Less easy to get back, but I think I know how I want to do that, although... No, that's fine. There was another option if that one wasn't gonna work. Oh, this one is, fine. I just gotta do this. And I know I can make it blue from here. There we go. Still not gonna go ahead and bring my red just yet. I tried once, I saw what that was like, but first, let's see what's actually over here. Whoop. Okay. Didn't quite pull back hard enough. I totally don't need red there. No, I don't think that's actually necessary. The conveyor belt's definitely for getting full green. Whoops. Oh, I was slightly too far left. Full green comes after I get to the end of this hallway. There was a qubit there that I saw. I think there was also a screen edge that I could go somewhere from. Okay, so I kind of want the anti-boost here just so I can approach... Oh, this has a reference point in it. I see. And if I get a little bit of speed of my own, That's actually going to be necessary for snagging that. Oh, maybe not, because I went too high. Let's try that with just the reference point and no blue. So no horizontal movement at all. Well, okay, so I wonder... I don't think I have to wonder, since my body is in contact with a... or since an elevator spans across a couple of rooms, while it'll reset its cycle between these rooms, it's totally not going to reset between this room and the one on the left. Right? Yeah, those stay. Okay. Another slight manifestation of weird space, or at least screen boundaries doing fancy things that I might not normally think about. So right, with no horizontal speed. I don't know. That wasn't great. No, I think I want a little bit of speed. But don't bump your head. Here, how much do I want? Maybe about halfsies? Halfsies was perfect. Okay. Thank you. All right. So, maze while I'm being looked at, and some of the things I have to go through are like that. That's fine. Okay. Whoop. I know how to read the geometry of this. It's totally okay. Just a little bit of visual noise, that's all. Nothing to be concerned about. So this dead ends. That I want to fall carefully. There's a cubit, like, weirdly right in its tile there. I see where I'm going. It took me a second to see, but now I do. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Problem. I have to get there from the right, actually. Well, let's go down and see where this leads. Maybe to that blue over there? Probably. Whoop. Okay, both of those are fake. That one up there is not. Ooh, that one's fake. Whoops! Well, I bounced too hard. That's okay. Wasn't there a quicker way to get where I was going anyway? If I go... what, this way? No, that doesn't lead there. No, I think I had the right idea. Okay, and the journey back is going to be a thing, as it tends to be. Whoop. Left. Don't bounce too hard. Go nice and high. Here is Kubit. Whoop! I got worried about my head, but my feet ended up being the problem. Whoops. How did I do this? Right, there's a reason to stop off here, just so that this jump is a little easier. There we go. Similar deal there, no problem. Okay. Going this way, going this way, going this way. Alright, so you... I can do that better. Yes, there's a left exit I can take, but I'm busy. So I lost my... I need to lose my... Okay, so problem is, if I do this and go all the way up, my head is totally high enough to hit a spike. So I need to do a carefully calculated... Okay, so do it like that. This is a great practice zone, so... Let's see. Gonna figure out the exact right way to juggle that. Let's see. Well, that's my practice. Doing dunks. I don't know if it's going to work once I get there. But yeah, it's just I want to jet. I want to move. I want to stop jetting. I want to rejet. And the timing of those has to be very specific. And I want to bounce on the wall. Okay. All those things together. A lot of directives to keep in my head at once. Fortunately, this journey is relatively short. Okay, so just trust. Okay, I did it just by, like, trying to make my thumbs feel the way they felt when I did it the first time. Okay, so that's a stop here. CH6LI? Is that what that says? There's text here, like English text, sort of. Unless that's a G? CH6LI? I think that's a 6. CH6LI. It almost says chili, but not quite. A 6 is not an I. Oh, dang, I bunked on that! Alright, so journey back's gonna be the big deal here, huh? Well, you know what? Can I leave the screen this way? Now that I know what's happening with that qubit, let's try... I have to come from above to get to the chili spot. I can stand here, but go no farther. Well, no, hang on. I can go in the middle, maybe? That's post-qubit. What was the deal with this? Whoa, don't do that. Hello, qubit. Well, I didn't bonk hard enough. Okay, so hold a little longer to bonk on the wall. Okay. There we go. Alright, no problem. Now, instead of going back the way I came, I am going to look for... No, I'm going back the way I came. Really? Okay, I can peek relatively safely. Where does this exit go? Is there a terminal in there? There is. Do I want to go for it? Yeah. Do I go for it with a qubit on me? Yeah. I mean, like, getting the qubit is... like the least time-consuming part of this maze. It's the tiniest little detour. I'll probably die doing this, but that's okay. I can just do the qubit again. Like, that's not where I'm worried about dying. Oh, boy. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, that's not that bad. Right, that's only 2. It looks like 3, but I have to remember... Whoops. I have to remember that this is shared between screens, so it's only a 2-spike thing here. It's unusual for one tile to be shared between screens, so it's easy to forget. I wonder what this experience would be like. It'd be very different, but I wonder what it would be like if the camera would actually interpolate between, like, from screen to screen. I'd be curious, just like what that would do to the feel of the game, and I wonder if that was ever tried at any point in development. CH6LI. Sure, that means something to somebody, but I don't know what it means. Alright, so I can go up from here. Whoa! Well, that's exciting. Alright, we got a Mario enemy here. Kinda. I went at the worst time. No, I went at a bad time. There are worse. Okay, I'll give this a couple of tries. Let's see how big a deal it is. So it's for a white qubit, so allegedly maybe a very big deal. Let's see, there's no safe places along there, so I gotta go through the whole... Hang on, let's look closely. 0 safety. This is a true race. Whoa, that looks pretty serious, actually. And yeah, that spike is real. But the passage above it is not. There's no way I'm getting here with red speed. No, not a chance. So that passage is probably the other way around. I wanted to play with a conveyor belt. But I guess that'll be next time. I'm here doing this now. I mean, this is cool. I could totally have gotten in quicker, and yeah, so this will teach me about some aspects of speed I'm not already, oh boy, ready to deal with. I am wondering about that corner there. Let's learn about that corner there. Could I perhaps hide up there? Okay, let me give myself an advantage to maybe answer that question. That might be part of the trick here. Like, theoretically, could I actually survive there? I think it looked like the answer was no, but I'm going to try one more time. That's probably a loss. Just as inconclusive. Like, I want to be really jammed into that corner when that thing passes by and see for sure that it still kills me, even when I'm really jammed into the corner. Ah, dang it. Okay, I was really jammed into that corner. If it's survivable, it's by subpixels, and I don't think it is. Okay. I think it's going to be best to start from here, actually. So right, I'm going to get as close as I can. I don't know if this will happen today. But again, I'm going to give it an honest try. That little bonk is probably not going to be good enough to keep. But yeah, starting from here is absolutely the faster way. Yeah, so this is, a lot of this is going to be bonk control. Oops. That's a lot of the game, really. And a lot of platformers, actually, more than you might think. Okay, yeah, so that was very clumsy, all of that. But I see how much time I gain by starting from here, and it's actually quite substantial, and now I'm feeling much more confident about getting this whole thing done, and all of that was beautifully executed. Perfection. Not going to be good enough. Almost could have been, though. Alright, I'm quite confident now that I have what it takes to get through this. But that might have been just like a 1 in a million perfect-ish run. And I might not be able to reproduce most of what I did there, but I'll give myself a chance. Because yeah, I did a lot of like not bonking there in places where it was important not to bonk. However, that looked pretty good. Okay. Okay. That bonk I could do without. That one I did without, which is great. That was almost good. Okay, let's try and do without this bonk here. Like that. That's the way. Good. Good. Not as good. Probably definitely not good enough. Okay. Oops. Too early. Excellent. All of that. Ah! Some of that. Maybe enough of it. Let's find out. Oh, well, nope. Ooh, that was pretty. Okay, now can I pull this off? Yes! Perfect. Okay, and the white cubit is a safe zone. That was satisfying. All right. Good stuff. I'm going to tell myself to check the video when I was over on the right, where I didn't have time to put my eyes there. I did get that blue cubit. I got to the CH6LI room. Tell myself to put my eyes over in that area where... There's another cubit in this room. But I get it from the right. That spike's not real. Put my eyes somewhere to do something. Whoa! Okay, this is way too exciting. So that's what's down there. The big eyeball. Okay, that a little preview of something to do. Anyway, I'm going to look at the right side of this room and see if there were any passages I could have gone through that I wasn't able to look at since I was erasing the clock. Okay, so highly exciting stuff here. And there's still the green conveyor belt thing to do, which is maybe exciting, depending on what that does. See you next time for those things.